What conspiracy theory do you completely believe is true? Epstein didn't kill himself. Edit: to those who think Epstein is still alive, that still means he did not kill himself. I read this as, Einstein didn't kill himself, and thought, wait, people think Einstein died of suicide. In my home city, in the UK, a heroin dealer was convicted of lacing his product with poison and causing the deaths of homeless people. In court he claimed that the local council paid him off to get rid of some of the homeless people in that way. His defense was, why would I kill my customers? I have met one person that worked with the council and believes the story to be true, and years later I met some people that had worked with a homeless charity at the time. They claimed they knew it was the case, but there was nothing they could do to prove it and expose it. College Board isn't non-profit. Every high school student just sighed in understanding. Man, forget College Board. Maybe not Tupac, but at least one celebrity has faked their death, and is still out there. If it's anyone, it's Andy Kaufman. Elvis lives. Disney absolutely believed that Hillary Clinton was going to win the 2016 election, so they started building her animatronic for the Hall of Presidents well in advance, and after Trump pulled off a victory, instead of starting from scratch they just made a couple half-assed adjustments to the Hillary model and put it up on stage. Edit: thanks for all the awards. I know I'm not the first person to ever notice this or even the first to post about it on Reddit, but I'm glad I was able to introduce it to so many people. I read this and immediately didn't believe it, then I saw the picture. Edit: we get it, this comment sounds vaguely like a Smash Mouth song, please stop retelling the same unfunny joke. Trump winning literally ruined the season of South Park that year, because they wrote it with the intention that Trump Garrison would lose. The government constantly reposts this question to see what we know. No, we don't do that at all. Edit: I mean they. Not a specific theory, but I have no doubt that the majority of leaks for the entertainment industry, video games, movies, TV, etc., are completely purposeful and meant to gauge general opinions before official announcements. They're called trial balloons, and they absolutely exist. They exist in politics, they exist in products, they exist in every industry with any amount of money. The Big Mac has gotten smaller so McDonald's saves some money. I dunno, but I swear the Big Mac used to be bigger, or maybe I'm just fatter. This is a pretty common business tactic, and there's been a hell of a lot of research into it. Companies know consumers are happier paying the same amount for a reduced portion rather than seeing a price increase for the same item. Conspiracy theories seem to pale in their outlandishness when compared to actual history. Or honestly these days, just the news. Reality is stranger than fiction. Fiction has to be believable, reality does not. Nintendo isn't accidentally leaking source codes. They want to see how much interest their flagship franchises get, and from there they decide which games to push. Pokémon Gold versions lost, beta from Spaceworld, 97 is found and people lose their minds. Huge push for Pokémon and stoking the flames of the rumored, now confirmed, Pokémon Diamond, Pearl, Platinum remakes. Super Mario 64, gets the iceberg and the source code leaked, people lose their dang minds, suddenly they're releasing Super Mario 3D All-Stars, with Super Mario 64 on it. Well, the government listening to everyone's phone calls and reading our emails was once considered a conspiracy theory, and we all know how that turned out. J. Edgar Hoover had ties to the mob and gave preferential treatment to certain crime families and organizations while crushing others. Also, his stranglehold on American intelligence made him a figure presidents feared. My understanding was that, specifically, the mob had photos of him and his boyfriend doing, you know, boyfriend stuff, which is a pretty intense threat when you're the no queers or commies guy. The CIA is responsible for the crack epidemic. That one's partially true. One single thing can't be entirely responsible, but the CIA was involved. The question is whether it was knowingly or unknowingly. And it's far from the only drug trafficking the CIA took part in. I thought Gary Webb did a good job of proving that. Along with that, I think the theory of the CIA placing random crates of guns in black neighborhoods to escalate gang violence is also probable. Not a conspiracy, known fact. This one pertains to my university, but some people may have the same experiences with theirs. So students who choose my university send applications in by December. The entire COVID shutdown happens in March, around the same time university acceptances are starting to be sent out. Each first-year student has guaranteed residence. Everyone is wondering what the new teaching model will be, and it's announced that it's mixed. 30% in person, 70% online. At this point, if you're in first year, and all your courses are online, why pay for residence? You can do class online. But the university sees these discussions, and know they'll lose a lot of money if they don't have students in residence. So what is announced? Almost every first year has at least one person class. Meaning, they have to be on campus. Meaning, they have to live in residence. IDK if this makes sense to anyone, but I thought it was interesting. Britney is the highest profile Disney rape victim we might probably ever know about. Her mental breaks were the result of sexual and physical abuse from her handlers, her parents, and people she worked with at Disney. The conservatorship she's been trying to get lifted is one designed to keep her silent, because the momentum of the Me Too movement as well as the high-profile cases against Hollywood folks will result in a huge financial hit to Disney. If we hear that Britney couldn't take it anymore, and killed herself, it's most likely the result of everyone in her life trying to control and manipulate her, and they will likely kill her under guise of suicide. That Mexican drug cartels continue to exist because they do the government's dirty work, without implicating the government. Edit, Ed Calderon interviews, and Narcos paint a fairly accurate picture. Los Narcos Gringos, a Spanish video by Jesus Esquivel, illustrates the extent of U.S. involvement, and how the cartel exploits racial tensions in the U.S. to ensure attention from authorities is focused elsewhere. It's worth watching. Computer virus protection companies create computer viruses. I don't think 9/11 was caused by the US government, but I wouldn't be shocked if it was allowed to happen. JFK was probably assassinated because he refused to go through with Operation Northwoods. I believe conspiracy theories are the ultimate conspiracy. They send the message that there is some invisible hand controlling things, meaning there's nothing you can do to change it. They instill complacency. Donald Trump did not want to be president. He just wanted publicity and to cry about politics without actually having to do something about it. I'll do you one even better. He would not have run at all if Obama hadn't roasted him at the state dinner. He only ran to undo pretty much all of Obama's policies in an effort to make him the least effective president ever. The UFO footage that just got released recently was a purposeful distraction from current events. College tuition keeps going up to ensure poor people continue enlisting in the military. This is the smallest conspiracy ever, but, you know how when you pull a tissue out of a box, there's this dust that comes out from the tissue when it scrapes the perforated edge. I swear it's designed like that so that the dust makes you sneeze. And then suddenly you need more tissues. Rise up against big tissue. The Department of Transportation bought way too many orange barrels, so most of them have to be stored on highways. The government is spying on us, the Patriot Act is terrible, and somebody is most likely watching me right now. Oh wait, I forgot, that one was already proven. The government was behind Throwback Thursday in order to get us to digitize and upload pictures that they would not have had access to in order to help improve age progression, facial recognition algorithms. Like Facebook's 10-year challenge. Reddit is run by a single college student that has no clue how to make a search bar. High-end art is a scheme to launder money and avoid taxes. As somebody who works for the government, some of y'all grossly overestimate the government's competence and secret-keeping abilities. Didn't the military spend like $1 million to see if the jets affected pregnant horses? Women's clothes have small, non-existent pockets to make us buy purses. Edit, if this is enough to set you to go off on a sexist rant, please reevaluate your life choices. Automobile and oil companies have been working to impede or hide developments in renewable energy solutions. Social media companies are manipulating people towards supporting the candidate of their choice. Whether it's Biden or Trump, I honestly can't say. It seems like they'd hate Trump, but he's wonderful at driving social media activity. The Rebecca Black song, Friday, is about the JFK assassination. The driver of the car he was assassinated in's name was Samuel Kicking in the front seat, sitting in the back seat. The assassination occurred on a Friday, and when he was shot the Secret Service yelled at Jackie Kennedy to get down, got to get down on Friday. Parts about the Cold War and the spread of communism are referenced, everybody's Russian, and to top it all off, in the hotel that morning JFK declined a breakfast of sausage, eggs, and toast, for a bowl of bran flakes instead, got to have my bowl, got to have cereal. Also, the following Monday JFK was supposed to sign a bill into law requiring all public schools to provide bus transportation for their students, got to catch my bus. Carol Baskin didn't kill her husband. I believe he was heavily involved with drugs, and that's the reason why everything he touched turned to gold. I think he flew drugs over to Mexico, and it all went wrong and never made it back. Hey everyone, this is Scott from /world. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please leave a thumbs up, subscribe and share with friends. And don't forget to hit that notification bell, so you never miss an upload.